Already we solved projection of points. In projection of points, we were considering only one point, and we are drawing its front view, top view, and side view. In case of projection of lines, we were considering 2 points, ends of the line. It may be AB or it may be PQ, and we were drawing its front and top view. Okay, so all those we already discussed. In projection of planes, so we are going in few planes, so we are going to consider 3 points. In few it may be 4, 5, 6 points. Okay, so it may vary from 3 to 6 points, or even in case of circular lamina it will go up to 8 points. Okay, and fundamental concepts remain same. Okay, so front view will be on vertical plane, top view will be on horizontal plane, and inclination with respect to HP can be seen from front, inclination with respect to VP can be seen from top. All these things remain same, and also true inclination always associate with true shape. Okay, and apparent inclination or false inclination always associated with false shape or false angle or false length. Okay, all these things are relevant for projection of planes, and we are going to make use of those concepts. Okay, so before going to that, so what do I mean by plane? Whether it is a two-dimensional object or three-dimensional object, plane. Okay, if you consider a surface, whether surface is two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Surface.
Two-dimensional.
Two-dimensional. Okay.
2D.
If you consider wall, that is a two-dimensional thing. Okay. So here, planes nothing but they are surface. Okay, so we know planes are two-dimensional objects or two-dimensional entity. In next chapter, that is in projection of solids, we are going to consider three-dimensional objects. Okay, so this chapter is restricted to only two-dimensional objects like planes. So we are going to consider polygons. Okay, here, and even if you consider a polygon, so or if you consider a thin sheet, so there are three dimensions, but compared to two dimension, thickness is negligible. Okay, so that's why we can take it as two-dimensional thing. Thickness will be negligible. Even for a surface, there will be some thickness. It may be in terms of microns, but it will have some thickness. But compared to other dimensions, this thickness will be very less, and it can be we can neglect that. Okay. Next, so we are going to use a few terms most often in this chapter: plane, lamina, plate. Okay, all the three are same, or we can consider it as a surface. Okay, plane, lamina, plate. So all three will communicate the same meaning. Okay, so you need not get confused. In few problems they will use the term lamina. In few problems they will use the term plate. In few problems they will use the term plane. All the three terms will convey same meaning. Next, again, side or edge, both are same. At times in the problems, so they use the term side. At times they use edge, both are same. Okay. So consider few polygons: triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Okay. In the beginning class, we discussed about polygons and how to construct it. We already discussed about interior angle method, circle method. Okay, from this chapter onwards, we are going to make use of those things. Once again, I don't repeat. So you should if you are not familiar with those things, you can watch the recorded video and material related to that, and you can learn those things. Okay. So now, if you consider triangle, so it consists of three sides or three edges. This is one edge. This line itself is one edge or side. This is second side or edge. This is the third one. So triangle consists of three sides. And again, So we consider this as corner. Corner is a point where two edges will meet. Okay, this is one corner, this is second, this is third. In projection of planes, we will consider corners as points and later we will connect them. Okay, so in case of triangle, we are going to consider 3 points for projection. That means 3 corners, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we are going to consider 3 points. This is 1, this is second, and this is third. So in case of square, similarly, so square consists of 4 sides or 4 edges and 4 corners. Okay, pentagon consists of 5 sides or 5 edges and 5 corners. Hexagon, 6 sides, 6 edges, 6 corners. Okay, so this is the general construction. Next, in projection of lines itself, we discussed one more very important concept. Okay, when you are able to see true length or true shape of a line, in what position you are able to see the true length of a line? Okay, when you can see true length of a line? Suppose
parallel to X.
Okay, parallel to plane of projection.
Exactly.
Okay, so parallel to plane of projection. Suppose if a line is held parallel to VP, the view on VP, that means front view will be having true length. If the line is parallel to HP, the view on HP, that is top view, will be having true length. Okay, similarly, in projection of planes also, initially we must be able to draw true shape of the given plane or given polygon. Okay, so irrespective of conditions which we need to satisfy, initially we must be able to draw its true shape. Then the question is, when we are able to draw its true shape, we are able to draw its true shape when we held this plane, any of the plane, okay, parallel to horizontal plane or vertical plane. If we keep for example, triangular lamina parallel to vertical plane, front view will be having true shape. Okay, so we are able to represent it as triangle in its true shape. Suppose if we keep the triangular lamina parallel to horizontal plane, okay, we are able to represent true shape of the triangle in top view. That means if it is parallel to HP, the view on HP, that is top view, will be having true length. If it is parallel to vertical plane, the view on vertical plane, that is front view, will be having true shape. Okay, so these are the fundamental aspects. Next, so if we keep a plane lamina perpendicular to a plane of projection, then it will look like a line. In case of projection of lines, if a line is perpendicular to a plane of projection, it will look like a point. So here, if a plane is perpendicular to a plane of projection, okay, so the view on that plane will be a line. Okay, that is one more important concept. Okay, so here compared to projection of points and lines, so projection of planes is easy to understand. Okay, so if you concentrate, easily you can understand the concept, easily you can score marks. Okay, suppose if you are finding it difficult to solve problem related to projection of lines, need not worry. Okay, concentrate from now onwards, so you can score marks in the exam. But you cannot leave projection of points and lines, because for CAE and for submitting assignment, that will also be considered. Okay, but in the final exam point of view, if you find it very difficult to understand projection of lines, okay, need not worry much. So you can concentrate from projection of plane onwards. Okay. Next, so we are going to discuss about the concepts of this unit with the help of problems itself. Okay. First, consider first question, an equilateral triangular lamina. Okay, so while reading the question, you must be able to identify few things. First thing is, by reading the question, you must be able to identify what is the given lamina or what is the given plane or what is the given plate, which polygon we need to draw or which polygon we need to consider. So here an equilateral triangular lamina, that means this problem is related to equilateral triangle. Okay, that is the meaning. So this problem is related to equilateral triangle. So next, so length of the sides is given 25 mm. An equilateral triangular lamina of 25 mm sides lie, that means rest, both are same, lie with one of its edges on HP such that the surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degree. The edge on which it rests is inclined to VP at 45 degree. Draw the projection. Okay, here also, so first given lamina is equilateral triangle. Length of the side, so that means this length of the sides is 25. Okay, lie with one of its edges on HP. So it is lying on HP, but not the complete lamina is on HP. Only one of the edge. That means there are three edges. Out of these three, one edge will be on HP. Then what about remaining? Remaining means, so they are making some inclination such that the surface of the lamina is inclined at HP at 60 degree. So surface is making an inclination of 60 degree. The edge on which it rests is, that means there are three edges. Out of three, one of the edge is resting on HP. That resting edge, so is inclined to VP at 45 degree. Draw the projections. Okay, this is the given condition. So now you must be able to identify the given polygon, that is equilateral triangle. Next, and do you know the length of the side, that is 25 mm. So there is another important thing you should remember. If it is resting on HP, okay, so first you should go for satisfying inclination with respect to HP. Then go for satisfying inclination with respect to VP. Suppose if the lamina is resting on VP on edge or corner, first go for satisfying the inclination with respect to VP and then go for HP. So here if it is resting on VP, inclination with respect to VP will be laminar inclination. Then inclination with respect to HP will be depending on one of the side or one of the median, whichever given in the problem. So here it is resting on HP. So next, inclination with respect to HP is 60 degrees. So first we are going to consider this inclination. Next we are going to satisfy last condition. Okay. So with the help of video I will explain. Okay, later I will share this video. So consider this as HP. Now complete lamina is kept on HP. That means complete triangular lamina is kept on this sheet. This itself is HP. It will be kept on HP. So you are keeping complete plane on HP. The reason is, so if the complete plane is on HP, that means it will become parallel to HP. Okay, so initially in every problem, this is common. Okay, if the plane lamina is resting on HP on one of the edge or side, initially we will keep complete lamina on HP so that it will become parallel to HP. Why we are making it parallel to HP is we want to see its true shape. Okay. So if the lamina is resting on HP, so in which view we are able to see its true shape? So how you will true shape concept if it is resting on HP. If complete lamina is on HP, in
top view.
Top view. Okay. So initially we will keep the complete lamina on HP so that it will become parallel to HP. If you look from top, we are able to see its true shape. Okay. Next, if it is parallel to HP, if it is parallel to HP, obviously it will become perpendicular to VP. Then, if it is, since it is perpendicular to VP, the view on VP, front view will be a line. Okay. Like this. So I am keeping complete lamina on HP. So from top you are able to see its true shape. Okay, so if I keep a lamina like this, it may be on HP or above HP. Okay, so this is a position, this is a triangular lamina where it is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Since it is parallel to HP, if you look from top, it will look like a triangle and you are able to present it as a triangle on horizontal plane. If you look from front, so projector will pass here, one more projector will pass at the corner. If you connect, it will be a line. Okay, front view will be a line, top view will be a triangle. Okay. Okay, so here I am considering one of the edge. Okay, for next position. Okay, so this method we call it as change of position. In first position, what we are going to do is, so we will keep the complete lamina on HP and we will take top and front view. So in top view, we are going to see it as a regular polygon, regular triangular lamina. In front view, it will look like a line. Okay, next we go for satisfying the conditions. In first position, we are concerned about drawing true shape of the lamina, okay, in front and top. So in top view, we are able to see only one dimension, okay, in its true length, one of the dimension in true length. So in front, in top, so both the dimensions in its true length, okay. So in second position, we are going to satisfy inclination with respect to HP. In third position, we are going to satisfy inclination with respect to VP. Okay, now, so I finished explaining first position. Next, I will I am going to satisfy the first condition. Okay, now, so I am lifting the plane such that only one edge is on HP and this lamina, this surface, complete plane is making an inclination with VP, this inclination. Okay, this is the inclination with VP. Earlier it was parallel, now it is making some inclination with HP. Okay, now you can see it is resting on only one of the edge. This is the resting edge and it is making an inclination of 60 degree with HP. Okay, and next if you look from front, it will look like an inclined line. Okay, a line inclined at 60 degree is the representation of this lamina from front. If you look from top, okay, it will look like a triangle but not in its true shape. One point will be projected here. So 2 points, 1 point here, one more point here. If you connect them, there will be a triangle, but that is not to true length. Okay. So in second position, in first position, you can see, so it is making inclination with HP, but this edge, it still remains perpendicular to VP. Okay. So okay, now, so I am rotating the lamina. Okay, it is making 60 degree with HP. So now I am satisfying the last condition. That means the resting edge should make an angle of 30 degree with VP. So now I am rotating this lamina in order to satisfy that last condition. So now it is perpendicular to VP. I will rotate such that this resting edge will make an inclination of 30 degree with VP. Okay, so actually we have to get front and top view in this position, but so if you go for drawing initial position in a single view, the problem is, so we cannot get the actual size. Without knowing the actual size, we cannot draw its front and top view. Okay, so for that we are following this procedure. Initially we will keep the lamina parallel to HP and we will get front and top view. Then so we are going to satisfy condition one after other. Okay, so later next week I will share this video. So by watching this video, you can understand the concepts related to projection of planes. Okay. Now we will look at the construction procedure. Okay. So I will solve this problem using SolidWorks. This is the solution, but there's a procedure in order to get this solution. I will explain that. Okay, so I will consider the same problem, an equilateral triangular lamina of 25 mm sides lie with one of its edges on HP. Such that the surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degree. The edge on which it rests is inclined to VP at 45 degree. Draw the projection. So here also solution will start from XY line. First you should draw XY line. Okay, then if you want, you can write VPHP. If you don't write, also not an issue. Okay, next. So here, since I am able to see true length from top view in the initial position, first we are going to keep the complete lamina on HP. Since it is resting on one of the edge on HP, initially in order to get the true shape of the triangular lamina, so complete lamina will be kept on HP. So first I should start from top view. Since from top I am able to see its true shape. Okay. So first I will draw vertical line. Okay, resting edge towards right side. Okay. So I know the length of the edge is 25. Okay, its length should be 25. Draw a vertical line below XY having length 25. Okay. Then afterwards, since it is an equilateral triangle, use your compass. Okay, cut an arc. So draw an arc by taking this as center. Draw an arc. So radius will be 25. Next, draw one more arc from this point. Radius will be 25. So you should construct an equilateral triangle having 25 mm sides. Okay, such that one of the side is perpendicular to VP. That means this side should be exactly vertical. You must draw in that orientation only, so that you are able to get one of the dimension in its true length in front view. Otherwise you cannot get that. Okay, now I will connect. Next, so this front view and top views should be thick. Remaining all are construction lines. So these three edges should be thick. I will increase thickness. Okay, next afterwards, so I will name the corners. So it consists of three corners A, B, C. I will name in anti-clockwise direction A, B, C. These are the three corners. Okay, this is the first step. So you can dimension any one of the sides. So there are 3 sides, you can dimension any one. So following the procedure. Okay, so this is the front view. Sorry, this is the top view. Sorry, not front view. This is the top view. Next, so you can get front view by projecting these points. So while projecting these points, you are looking from this direction. Front view means you are looking from this direction. You are projecting the points. Okay, so project these points A and C. These two will have a single projector. Next, project point B. So this is the projector of point B. Okay. Next, connect these 2 points B, and this is the point of AC. Okay. Next, increase the thickness. This is the front view. Okay, I will name the points. Now you are looking from this direction. Okay. So which is visible and which point is invisible? If you look from this direction, which point is visible and which point will become invisible? Okay, since this is the look at the cursor, that is the position of the observer. So C will be visible and A will become invisible. Since C is nearer to observer, C will become visible and A will become invisible. So C dash and A dash will be inside the brackets. Okay, next B dash, so that will be visible. So this is the initial position. Okay, so we are keeping lamina on HP and we are taking top and front view. So now, so this is the initial position we have drawn. So now, so as I told you, okay, so for drawing front view, okay, observer position will be, this is the observer position. So C is nearer to the observer, so it is visible. A is farther to the observer, it will become invisible, and invisible point will be represented inside the brackets. So here D is the single point, it will become visible. For top view, this is the position for top view, position of the observer. For front view, this is the position of the observer. Okay, so next, so you should go for satisfying the first condition. Okay, so this line B dash, C dash and A dash, this is the front view. Okay, next we will consider this front view. This front view, this line itself is the representation of triangular lamina in front. Okay, next, the surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 60 degree. Okay, this condition we are going to satisfy using this front view. Okay, so first draw a inclined line. Since so this will look like an inclined line, which I explained with the help of that video. Okay, so first draw a inclined line. Okay, so this should be inclined at 60 degree. Okay, next, this is the point C dash A dash, but we should get point B. Okay, so you can get it directly using your compass. Okay, keep compass, needle of the compass on this point C dash A dash and tip of the pencil on B dash. Okay, take this distance, radial distance between B dash, point B dash and point C dash. Okay, take radial distance, keep the point of or needle of the compass here and tip of the pencil here, cut an R, you will get B dash. But here in the software, I need dimension. But for you, okay, so dimension is not required. Directly you can so get this point using your compass. Okay. Now I will draw an arc. Okay, for that radius is radial distance is 21.65. Okay, this is the point. Okay, next, so I will draw one more line, and this should be a thick line because it is front view. Then I will trim remaining thing. Okay, even this dimension not required. I am getting the dimension just to get point B. Okay, so next, so I will name it C dash A dash, and this as B dash. So this is the front view. So where I am satisfying the first condition. Now we can see CA is the resting edge. CA is on XY means, so it is on HP. Okay, so now we can see C dash A dash is on XY line. That means it is the resting edge. So now I will draw top view in this position. Okay, top view when the lamina is making an inclination of 60 degree with HP. So in this position I will draw the top view. For that, so you should project points from this front view and this top view. Okay, project points from B in this direction. Okay, next project points from B from top view. So this is B. Next project point from this. Okay, next draw projector of C. Next draw projector of A. Okay, then so connect them. Okay, next, so I will name these points. So this is the second top view. A, B, C. Okay, next, so after this, so we should satisfy the last condition, that is inclination with respect to VP. Now we can see resting edge is AC. So AC, now it is perpendicular to VP. Okay, so AC is perpendicular to XY means it is perpendicular to VP. But given condition is the edge on which it rests, the lamina is resting on the edge AC. Now it is making 90 degree, perpendicular to VP means it is making 90 degree, but actual condition is it should make an inclination of 45 degree. Now I should rotate this top view such that AC will make 45 degree. Okay, in the construction. So first I will draw 45 degree inclined line. Okay, draw a line which is inclined at 45 degree to XY. Okay, like this. First draw a line inclined at 45 degree. Next, on this line, mark a point at convenient distance. Okay, I will mark it here. So this is point A. Next, I should get point C also on this line only. So what is the length of AC in this view? How much? Length of AC here. How much? So here, if the length of AC is 25 in the initial top view, Here also it will be 25. You can see. So we are drawing projectors like this. So here also it is 25. AC is 25 here also. So I will draw one more point. So this distance will be 25. Okay, and I will draw a line. Okay, so I will name these points. So this is A and this is C. Okay, and this dimension I consider just for construction. Okay, for you what you can do is, so locate first, consider a random point on this line. Okay, put a point, name it as A, then use your compass. Okay, so place the compass tip on point A, then tip of the pencil on point C, take radial distance between AC, then mark it here. So it will be 25. Next, so after this, you should not consider first top view, you should not consider this, you should consider this. Okay, so now you can see, if you consider this, okay, there is a change in shape. This is the true shape of the triangle. Here you have false shape, apparent shape, because of the inclination with respect to HP, the width of this lamina got reduced. Here it got reduced. Okay, whereas length of AC still remains same because it still remains parallel to HP because it is on HP. This side, this edge is on HP. Okay, so it remains same. Whereas this, because of the inclination, it got reduced. Okay. Next, what you should do is, so take radial distance between AB using compass. Okay, keep one needle on A, another needle on B, or tip one tip on A, another tip on B. So take the radial distance, draw an arc. Again, take the radial distance, same, it will be same, draw an arc. Okay, you will get point B. Okay, I will use center point arc command. So I will take A as center and I will cut one arc, C as center and cut another arc. For that, I should know the radial distance. For you, okay, so need not measure, using compass directly you can get this. Okay, it is 16.70. So I will draw an arc to this radial distance 16.70. Okay, again, so I will draw one more arc again for the radial distance, same radial distance 16.70. Okay, next, so this is point B. Okay, next, so I will connect the points. Okay, this is point B. Okay, so what I did was, so I am drawing the same view, okay, same drawing in a different orientation. So same ABC in a different orientation such that AC is making an inclination of 45. The size remains same. Okay, the shape also remains same. Only the orientation is different. So I am drawing this using this top view, second top view. Okay, I am getting third top view using second top view. I am rotating it such that AC will make an inclination of 45 degree. Okay. Next, so I am going to get the final front view by projecting points. Okay, so project point. This is point A. So here point A will be on XY, so I will draw a projector. Next point B, so here, then from here also I should draw a point. Next point C. Okay, if it overlap, okay, if it don't overlap also no problem. So wherever you will get, so write that point. Okay, next, so connect these 3 points. Okay, so before that, so from B also you should get a point. The projector of CA, XY line itself the projector of point C dash and A dash. Now I will connect these 3 points using line. Okay, so this is the final front view. So I will name the points. So this is A dash, and this is B dash, and this is C dash. Okay, so in the final front view also you can see A and C is on XY means, so it is on HP. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask. Okay, we will start from top view where it is a regular polygon, regular equilateral triangle. That means interior angle will be 60 degree and length of all the 3 sides will be 25 mm. Then using this top view by projecting the points, since it is on HP, front view will be on XY line. If it is above HP, front view will come above XY. Okay, but so in all problems, so we will keep complete complete lamina on HP. Since complete lamina on HP, front view will be on XY line only. Okay. Next, so after getting top and front view, next satisfy the first condition, that is lamina is inclined at 60 degree to HP. So again same front view. So take the same length. So make it inclined at 60. Draw a 60 degree inclined line. Then so get this length. Okay, draw. Next, so project the point to get the top view. Next, draw a 45 degree line. Reproduce this second top view on this 45 degree line such that AC will be on this line. Okay, next project the point to get the front view. This is the solution for which you are going to get 30 marks. Suppose in the exam, if you don't know complete solution, you can draw whatever you know. Okay, for first position out of 30, you will get 5 to 6 marks for first position. So for second position, you will get 7 marks, 7 to 8 marks. For final position, you will get remaining. Okay, 16 to 18 marks. Okay, like that for every step. So there is marks. Okay, if you don't know complete solution, at least draw whatever you know. Okay. Okay, this is the solution which I draw using software. Okay, so this is the solution. Next, so we know what procedure we followed. Okay, which one should be drawn first and which one should be drawn next. Okay, so you should start from this. This is the first view which you are going to draw. Okay, top view will be drawn first, and this will be having true shape. Next, front view. Next, this. Next, this. Next, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Totally 3 top views and 3 front view. Okay. Next, so this will give you the flow of construction. First, you will draw top view. It will be a regular polygon. That means true shape of the given polygon. Next, you are going to get the front view from 1. That means by projecting points from top view, you are getting front view. Next, you are drawing this 60-degree inclined line by making use of this front view. Same length, but in a different orientation, such that it is making 60-degree inclination. Next, you are drawing second top view by projecting points from 3, that is this one, and also from 1. You are getting points from first top view also. Okay. Next, for drawing this, you are making use of only this fourth view, so that is second top view. Okay, you are drawing this. Next, in order to get sixth, okay, you are projecting points from 5 and also you are projecting points from this. Okay, so you should project B also. You are projecting points from front. Okay, so this is the flow of construction. Okay. Next, there are 2 more problems. So again, same data, only lamina is different. Okay, so later I will share the solution. Okay, from this chapter onwards, so you should submit both classwork and assignment. Classwork means it is like your notes. Okay, without practice you cannot solve problem, you cannot understand the concepts. Okay, you should try to solve problems. Okay, I will give 3 problems as classwork. It is like a notes. Okay, at the end of this course you may have to submit this classwork and assignment, hard copy of classwork and hard copy of assignment. Okay, don't try to do any fraud. Okay, so don't submit assignment which has been written by someone else. So finally you will be in trouble, since at the end of this course you should submit hard copy of assignments and classwork. Okay, you will be in trouble if you do that. Okay, next, same data, only change difference is instead of triangular lamina you have pentagonal lamina. Okay, initially draw a pentagon using interior angle method, which I already told you how to draw pentagon. Okay, so already I shared a link of video also, you can watch that if you don't know how to draw regular pentagon. First draw pentagon top view like this, consider the resting edge towards the right. Okay, then draw front view. Next again, so using this front view we are going to get this. Next, project the points, get second top view. Next, draw 45-degree inclined line, and that get AE. Okay, next, after getting AE, take radial distance between point E and C using compass. Take radial distance. Okay, next again take radial and draw an arc. Next, take radial distance between A and C, draw an arc. You will get point C. You know A and E, easily using compass you can get point C. Okay, do that. Okay, next you will get point C. Similarly, after getting point C, so now you know C and E. Okay, take radial distance between E and D. From E, draw an arc. Next, take radial distance between C and D. From C, draw an arc. You will get point D. Similarly, repeat the same procedure. Take radial distance between A and B. So take A as center, draw an arc. Next, take radial distance between C and B. So take C as center, draw an arc. You will get B. Then connect this. You will get this view. Next, project the points and get the final view. Next, again same problem. Only the hexagon here, instead of pentagon you are considering hexagon, and instead of 60-degree you have 30-degree inclination. Okay, remaining all same. Okay, first draw hexagon using circle or interior angle method. Circle method is better. Okay, so here since it is resting on edge, okay, you should draw such that 2 edges are perpendicular to VP. So 2 edges are perpendicular to XY line. Like that you should draw if it is resting on edge. If it is resting on corner, so 2 edges should be parallel. That we will discuss in one more class. Okay, in upcoming class. So first draw the hexagon and name the points in anti-clockwise direction. Dimension it. Then get the front view. Okay, next draw a 30-degree inclined line. On that, mark these points. Okay, using compass, measure the distance between E and F, get the point E, then E and D, get this point. Okay, so get this view, then project the points, get it. Next, draw a 45-degree inclined line. On that, so get F and A. Okay, and they should leave convenient space so that top view should not go above XY line and it should not touch XY line also. It should be below. So below at any convenient space, but it should not above or it should not touch XY. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ cap ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. Okay, you can take any convenient distance. So So next, project the points and get the final view. Okay. So if you have any doubt regarding